G'day everyone and welcome to the Reaction Review. I'm GripperSim and today we're going to look at 3 free downloads still relevant in 2019. The free downloads or plugins we're looking at today will be X-RASS, Landing Speed, Extended Night Lighting. For those of you new to X-Plane, this will be very relevant. And if you're new to the channel and you're thinking of getting back into X-Plane or Flight Simulator, please do subscribe at the end of the show and hit that bell for notifications. We're on every week. RAS stands for Runway Awareness and Advisory System, RAS for short. Runway Awareness and Advisory Systems, RAS, is a Honeywell computer system developed and aimed at providing flight crew with information regarding the relative position of their aircraft to the runway of the aerodrome that they are operating at. In simple terms, it gives you oral warnings if you're doing something foolish or unwise. It also helps you out. Let's have a look at some examples. Shortly, it's going to tell me what runway I'm on.
Approaching 28 right.
Okay, that checks, but I don't have any flaps or gear down.
Flaps.
Oops, thank you. Now this is a very unstable approach. It's about to tell me so.
Unstable.
An unstable approach, meaning go around. Do you notice that sound buzzing all the time in the background?
300.
That's an oral warning telling me that I haven't lowered the landing gear yet.
200.
You'll notice I'm landing deep and long onto the runway.
100.
Long landing. 9,000 feet remaining. 8,000 remaining.
20.
7,000 remaining. 6,000 remaining.
10.
5,000 remaining. 4,000 remaining. 3,000 remaining.
And the RAS system's telling me how much distance I have in feet till the end of the runway. Phew, I've made it. Okay, let's have a look at some other very quick features of the RAS system. Okay, it also tells you what runway you're approaching. God, airline pilots are spoiled. So I'm going to cross runway 10 right, and it's going to give me an indication of the runway I'm about to cross.
Approaching 10 right.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a look at an aborted takeoff.
On runway 10 right. Flaps.
Okay, lowering flaps. Okay, I'm going to fast forward and speed it up a little bit, but you'll see I'm going to add full power, barrel down the runway in a slobberly kind of half-powered situation, and then we'll see it gives us the distance remaining. Okay, aborting takeoff.
3,000 feet remaining. 2,000 remaining.
80 knots.
Okay, nice. Looks like we're going to make it. Now, let's do something nuts like trying to land on a taxiway.
Caution, taxiway.
200.
Okay, next let's have a look at taxiing too fast. As you can see here, it'll tell you if you're taxiing too fast over 40 knots.
Caution, on taxiway.
Okay, let's have a look on how to install it. It's very, very quick, very, very simple. I just simply put X-RASS in my Google search bar. It brought me to xplane.org, which was the first one on the search. I downloaded the file. It's a zip file, and I simply unpacked it and put it into my main X-Plane folder /resources/plugins. Have a look here. Don't go into plugins, just highlight it and hit OK. And that is all you need to do. Let's have a look at the menu of the RAS system. After installing, you just go to the plugins menu. You'll see X-RASS there, and in X-RASS configuration, it has a whole plethora of options to reconfigure your RAS system, as complicated as you like. Well, it is Flight Simulator after all. You can have it as simple as you like or as complicated as you like. Next up, the landing speed plugin. It will grade the quality of your landing in vertical speed in feet and meters per second. We're coming in on an approach here to Stapleford in Essex in England. I'm not making a big effort to make a very nice approach. Obviously it's very late down the runway here, which is a disgrace. Let's see what it gives us here. I'm just holding it off. Okay, it says it was a good landing. 179 feet per minute and 0.907 meters per second. Here we are in eastern Canada in the Super Cub with the big Thunder tires on it. Okay, good landing. I'll take that. Now, I'm curious to see if it will give us a rating when we land on water. Let's see what happens. I have floats on. 185 feet, a good landing. Okay, fair enough, ski. Let's move on to helicopters now. it's tricky with the old helicopters. You would need VR. Okay, excellent landing. I haven't got one of those in the fixed wing. Shame on me. Ooh, it's a bit spooky around here. But it's... Next, let's look at the big stuff. I'm not going to flare on this landing. It's going to be really hard. Typical. Oh, it's going to be. That was quite a budget carrier landing. 800 feet a minute. 4 IP. Disgraceful. Next, let's try it with a bit of rain here. And I'm going to do a reasonably smoother approach here to see what it gives me. Now, this is not a good landing way to land on a big long landing. Okay, 149 me. I'll take it. By the way, bonus content coming up. Stand by for more. Okay, quick 12 to 15 second show you how to install the product. X-Plane landing speed plugin. That's all I did. And the Google search, it comes up first. Make sure it's xplane.org. Download the file. Click on the download. It's very quick. Double click on it. I'm using WinRAR here. And you want to extract it into your plugins folder. So you go to your X-Plane main folder. Go to resources. Highlight plugins. And put it in there. And that is it. Done. Finished. And restart your X-Plane. Next up, Extended Night Lighting Europe Edition 2.0. You'll notice on the right side of the picture, the lights are more dense, brighter, more defined. Now, this is one of those plugins / add-ons that when you add to X-Plane, all of your plugins and add-ons together make X-Plane look altogether more realistic. Very easy to install. I'll put a link below. You just put a couple of files into your scenery folder. I'll put a link below for install. But again, it's one of these add-ons, when combined with all your other add-ons, makes X-Plane all the more realistic. Now, remember that bonus content I was talking about? That is about the Zibo Mod 737-800. For those of you who are not aware, the Zibo Mod 737-800 is a really pimped up, a realistic version of the standard 737 and X-Plane by Zibo Mod. All the links are in the show notes below for download, and it's free. Next, what you do is you go to your pad and you go to Configure. Then you go to Visual Effects, and then you'll see on the top it has windshield effects. You want SKI, and that will give you the very realistic rain effects. They have several different types. So this week was a very non-avgas, drinking, sober review type video of plugins. If you think you know of any plugins that people should know about, please do let me know in the comments. I'll always act in the comments. Oh, doesn't that rain look great? Now, speaking of weather, I have SkyMax Pro and X-Embargo, and I'm not happy with either of them. Do let me know in the comments, do you have either of these plugins, and are you having problems with them? Do let me know. But for now, thanks a million for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week on the reaction review.